And Canadians have handed the Liberals a fourth mandate in quite the turnaround, with Prime Minister Mark Carney at the helm.
Last night's victory, winning a minority government completes one of the biggest comebacks in Canadian history for the Liberals, who just 3 months ago were at risk of losing party status if a snap election had been held. But the emergence of Mark Carney and the economic and sovereignty threats from Donald Trump revitalized the party's support.
So joining us live now for election analysis is CTV's political commentator and partner at Sovereign Advisory Inc., Sharron Carr. Sharron, good to speak with you this morning. What did you make of the election results yesterday? A fourth term for the Liberal government. This is 3 Conservative leaders in a row that couldn't have toppled the Liberal government. So what are we in for?
Well, this is, it's not too surprising to me, because throughout the election, we were hearing this at the doors. We were hearing from people that the concerns with Donald Trump kind of being this existential crisis to Canadians, our economy, was alive and well. And as much as people, I think, were writing the obituaries for the Liberals a few months ago, a leadership change truly, really matters. And Mark Carney is not Justin Trudeau. He is a different person, and he has shown that he can handle and deal with someone like Donald Trump. So we were constantly hearing this at the doors from people on, I would say, both leaning Conservative and NDP, saying, we're coming to the center because we need to have confidence in our leader. So I'm not totally surprised in the results. I am surprised by the number of people that voted, but in a good way. This has been a record number of Canadians who came out to vote, which I think is a wonderful thing as part of our democracy. And I think we should all be proud of that.
Okay, so I agree. I love more people turning up to vote. Absolutely. What about the situation, though, when it comes to Mark Carney forming his cabinet at this point here? Because a lot of the re-elected MPs are, of course, from Justin Trudeau's either era or cabinet itself. What kind of pressure is Mark Carney going to be under to sort of keep some of them happy while also bringing in some new, fresh faces and kind of making a different appeal to Canadians with his front bench?
Well, I think, listen, there's a lot of MPs that were part of the original, I would say, 2015, 2019 government that did get reelected. But there's also a lot of really new faces. I'm here in Toronto, where I ran a campaign for a candidate who is a brand new candidate in this government. And there's so many faces like that. So I think there is going to be a balance of new faces, maybe some old faces. We have to remember geography as well, and people's strength. So I think that for Mark and the Prime Minister, it's going to have to be a very balanced approach as to who he brings in there. And I think he's going to have to do things differently than Justin Trudeau did. So I think we're going to wait and see where he goes with this. But I'm having a lot of confidence in the quality of people that were elected. So I think we're going to see definitely a different number of people being appointed to the front bench.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Sharron, in Mark Carney's speech, he talked about a united Canada, that the time for divisiveness is over, and that he's going to be there for every Canadian, regardless of whatever race, language, or area you live in, who you voted for. I'm wondering, when it comes to Parliament, the first sitting, getting business done, do you think that we're in a time right now where, because of all this sovereignty and, Canada first sentiment, that it's going to be easier to get things done with, the help of the other parties for him, if it is, in fact, a minority government?
Well, I think that it's going to be a very interesting government, mainly because, and I don't know if they've officially declared it, we saw Jagmeet Singh resign his seat last night, and we're hearing, or at least we're seeing, that Pierre Poilievre too was not reelected. So when you don't have leaders of some parties, it's a bit like I would say, maximum chaos for everyone on those sides. But I do think that there's going to be a level of unity, that people are going to have to work together, because neither party is going to want to have a situation where government is not able to move measures forward that are going to help Canadians with tariffs. We still have the automobile and the auto sector tariffs that are alive and well and quite consequential. So I would hope that after the electorate has spoken, that people will come together and allow things to get moving through government. But again, this is politics after all, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was still gamesmanship that was being played there. But I think this is a time of less divisiveness, and we need to do what's for Canada and for Canadians.
We'll see what happens then when Parliament does resume. Sharron Carr from Sovereign Advisory, appreciate the time this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You betcha. Thanks, guys.